Just one last line of code, Jody murmured, tapping a colorful block onto the tablet screen. The command snapped into place with a satisfying click. As the program ran, a strange thing happened. A tiny cube of pulsating light lifted right off the screen, hovering in the air above the device. It was warm blue and emitted a gentle hum. The little cube, which Jody decided to call Glitch, bobbed nervously. It projected a simple sequence of symbols onto the bedroom wall. A triangle, a square, another triangle, and another square. Glitch then pulsed a questioning, soft purple. Jody leaned forward, intrigued. This wasn't just a random display. It looked like a set of instructions. It was a puzzle, and Jody knew the language of puzzles better than anyone. Jody recognized the pattern as a basic command sequence. "You want me to write the code for that path," Jody deduced. On the tablet, Jody opened a fresh coding canvas and dragged the corresponding blocks into order. Move up, turn right, move up, turn right. After a moment of consideration, Jody pressed the execute button. Glitch absorbed the command, its blue light intensifying for a moment. Then, a fantastic projection illuminated the ceiling. It was a map made of faint digital constellations. A glowing line traced a path from the desk across the floor, but stopped abruptly before a dark, empty space. Glitch let out a low, worried thrum. The first step was complete, but the journey was clearly not over for the little creature of light. The dark void on the ceiling map looked too wide to cross with a single command. Below the gap, a new symbol materialized, an arrow looping back on itself. "A loop," Jody exclaimed softly. "Of course, you need something that repeats." Glitch needed a bridge, and bridges are made of many identical parts. Jody's fingers flew across the tablet, constructing a new piece of logic. Jody created a loop command that read, "Repeat 20 times, create light step." It was an elegant solution to build something substantial from a single, simple instruction. Jody felt a surge of confidence. This was more than just a game. It was helping a lost traveler. With the code ready, Jody initiated the program, hoping it would be enough to span the chasm. A luminous bridge of 20 light steps flawlessly assembled itself across the dark gap on the ceiling map. Glitch gave a cheerful, chiming sound, but as the bridge completed, the path ahead of it forked into two different routes. One path led to a symbol of a tangled knot, the other to a shining star. Glitch began to alternate its color, flashing from a cautious yellow to a hopeful green. Jody immediately understood. It's an if-then statement, a choice. Jody thought, if I choose the right path, then Glitch can get home. Looking around the room for a clue, Jody noticed the astronomy poster on the wall. The correct path wasn't the complicated knot. It was the simple guiding star. Jody coded the condition. If path star, then proceed. Jody ran the final piece of code. On the ceiling, the path leading to the tangled knot faded away, leaving only the bright route to the star. The star symbol at the end of the path expanded, transforming into a magnificent, swirling galaxy of light. This was Glitch's destination. With a joyful series of musical tones, Glitch zipped from its spot above the tablet. The light cube followed the projected path precisely, ascending from the desk, traversing the newly formed bridge, and taking the correct fork. It reached the glowing galaxy, paused for a second to pulse a brilliant, thankful green at Jody, and then dissolved into the projection. The entire map faded, leaving only the calm, quiet dark of the bedroom. Jody set the tablet aside, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment, and drifted to sleep, dreaming of coding pathways to the stars.